Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading an Arlecchino Listener by me. So let's get into it. Lyney was asleep right next to you on the couch. It had been a long day. You were reading. Most of the children had gone to bed, but Lyney had insisted on staying up and waiting until Arlecchino was back. There was something I wanted to tell her. And there you were, just waiting beside him. And adorably, he had slept. It was kind of endearing. And you were too engrossed in your book to complain. You just hoped that she would come soon, so you could wake him, and you could tell her whatever he wanted, and then he'd go to bed. But then, he knew that something felt off. Just something in the air. You didn't hear the intruder enter, but you felt him. A breath behind you, a shift in the air, and then the sound of a blade being drawn. You turned just in time to see him, his eyes cold, lunging toward Lyney's sleeping form. There was no time to think, no time to do anything, but throw yourself in front of him. And then, the world narrowed to one thing. Pain. Sharp, shocking, and deep. The blade plunged into your abdomen, tearing through muscle and warmth and breath. The assassin snarled, trying to rip his sword free, but you grabbed his wrist, locking him in place, forcing him to struggle. Run! You gasped at Lyney, though your voice barely formed the word. Lyney's eyes fluttered open, confused. What's going on? And then suddenly he became aware. The assassin raised his other hand to stab again. And then there was a blur. Things were happening too fast for you to register. And then a scream that didn't sound particularly human. The assassin flew across the room, collapsing into a lifeless silence. Arlecchino stood in the doorway, chest heaving, her hands soaked in blood. His blood. Her eyes locked onto you, then onto the blade buried in your body. She didn't move at first. It was the first time you'd seen her freeze. Lion? No, it can't be. She was by your side in an instant, catching you before you could slump fully to the floor. Lyney rushed over to you, crying, his panic rising. No, you're bleeding. Arlecchino pressed her hand to the wound, but you could barely feel it. Everything was too numb. Even the light was fading away. You were barely even able to just register what's going on around you. Stay awake, she ordered, her voice trembling. Look at me. Look at my eyes. You tried. You honestly tried. And her eyes were glassy with tears. She never cried, not even once. Why? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you run? Why would you? He was going to kill him. I couldn't let that happen. You throw your life away. For our son? Yeah. I would. Every time. Lyney grabbed your fingers desperately, shaking them. Don't talk like that. You promised. You promised you wouldn't. That I wouldn't have to see you. You brushed your thumb across his cheek. Lyney, it's all right. If it has to be this way, then I don't mind. Not at all. I promise you. Arlecchino swallowed, threw it tight. She placed her hand over yours, holding it to Lyney's face, and your vision blurred again. Arlie, take care of yourself, please. No. Don't speak like that. Don't speak like it's over. I'm going to get the medics. You will be fine. It's not a choice. You shook your head weakly. There's no time. Lyney cried harder. There was nothing heavier than the guilt in his heart. And Arlecchino's hand hovered uselessly, like she didn't know where to touch that wouldn't hurt, how to hold you to keep you from leaving. Her lips trembled. You should have let me keep you safe. You're a fool. You did. You kept us safe for so long. It's only fair. I do my part. She bowed her forehead to yours, breath shaking hard enough to break her. I wasn't here. I couldn't be here. You are now. And that's enough. I promise. Her tears fell onto your skin. I love you. You breathed out. And Arlecchino pressed your hand to her lips, her voice trembling. And I love you. I do. I may have not said it enough, but I love you, over and over again. And you smiled, pleased to hear it from her. Well, you know how much I love you too. And you were happy that you were able to go away smiling. As everything around you dimmed, your fingers slipping away from hers. And your last sight was Arlecchino clutching you like she wished she could anchor you to this world. And Lyney crying into your shirt, sobbing as his heart broke into pieces.